everyone, and welcome to another studio vlog. My name is Lindsay. I am the owner and creator behind Will's Candle Creations, also now behind Cozy Pages Co, which I've created the socials for, not done much with yet. Just watch it, it will come. This one's going to be a bit of a chatty vlog. We're going to look at the difference between last year and what's currently going on in my business. Last year I was making just to make. This year I'm making with intention. It has made a massive difference to my business. It's made a massive difference to my socials. It's made a massive difference to me in here. It's all good. So we're going to have a bit of a chatty one, but I'm also going to be doing some making because I'm always making these days because I have limited drops every month and I need to make the stuff for those limited drops. I've also got a market coming up, an online one, not an in-person one. I'm struggling with the in-person ones at the minute, so you'll have to bear with me. I am trying to get back to them. It's just, yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit as well. Let's get into a day with me in my gorgeous studio and my mushrooms. Hello lovely people, let's get into some figures. This has, consider my flabbergasted, is the only way that I will put it. First of all though, if you can hear any noise, I've got a woodworker below me. I do apologise. I've got a wealth management company next door who like to talk, shout on the phone. And I've opened the windows because this building still has all the heating on, which is acceptable because we keep getting really bad cold snaps. But it's a bit warm today, so I've got the windows open for some fresh air. You can probably, yeah, you'll see my hair fluttering in the breeze because the windows are right there. I don't know why I keep looking over there. You're there. Hello. Right, okay. So I decided to look back at my online sales last year compared to this year. Now I want you to bear in mind that last year at this time of the year, was it this time? Yeah. January to March last year, I had a physical in-person shop. So a lot of my business sales were done through the actual physical shop from local people, really chuffed. Looked at those figures, I've surprised myself with how well I was actually doing. Didn't have the time though, didn't have time to make, didn't have time for home. So it wasn't working, so things had to change. So I shut the physical shop. Plus there was a nasty person who did me dirty, and we won't go back into that. Anyway, I decided to pull up the website I had running last year was on Wix. I made the move March, April time over to Shopify. And although it's probably a little bit more expensive, I don't regret it because the integrations are much better. There's a lot more I can do with that website. There's a lot more apps I can add on that have free versions as well. I don't pay any extra for any apps. Everything that I use on there is a free app. The website setup is a free setup. I just pay the monthly subscription fee for Shopify, which I think is about £25. But now what I've also managed to do, what I've realised is because Royal Mail are integrating with Shopify, I do my postage through them, and then at the end of the month when they take the fee for the website, they also then take the fee for the postage that I've used. It's great, it's fantastic. So I pulled up Wix that I was using last year and decided let's do a comparison of last year to this year of my sales figures online, because I'm very interested to see whether I have had much growth, whether it was worth focusing more online, or whether I needed to sort my life out and get back to markets and things. I basically wanted to see with the difference in my business management. Last year was pretty much winging it. Because I had the physical shop, I was massively overwhelmed, I was massively overstimulated, I was massively stretched, and nothing was being done with intention, which is why I decided at the end of last year, when I was making all these different transitions, the last quarter, I think it was actually September, October time, I've made the decision to do limited drops of my candle pots for 2026. I'd made a plan, I knew what I was going to do, and everything felt very much more done with intention rather than winging it, which was my usual preferred style. Who can relate? Do we wing stuff? Yes, we do. Now, I have been wanting to see whether that change that I've made in my business management Was it having an effect? Was it working? Was it doing something? Was being more present on socials? Was me putting my personality out here, which is rather weird and quirky? Was it worth it? Was it worth exposing myself a little bit more to grow the business? Was that going to work? Yes. Yes is the answer, people. Yes. So 2025 was a massive learning curve. There was a lot of brutal stuff at the start. The wrong people I was involved with in business, and they did me dirty. Closing the physical shop because something I had to give before I went to do Lulu, and moving to focusing more online to see if that would work for me. Certainly give me more time at home because I wouldn't have all my weekends taken up by markets, and I wouldn't have all my time taken up by running the shop. It, yeah, just things had to change. And I got more into, as 2025 progressed, I put more of myself online. I showed the face behind the brand. I got over my fear of people seeing what I looked like. I mean, I was in a physical shop, people were coming in to see me, they knew what I looked like. What was my, I don't know, I don't know what my problem was. I've always been a massive introvert, so I thought being on camera would not be for me. However, I've actually found I quite like it. There's no one here to see me. I'm just talking to myself. It doesn't matter that I know that you're going to watch this later on, possibly. If you do, thank you if you do. Um, I was just me on my own. So if you've got the same hang up of like, oh my god, I can't do it on camera, you're in a room on your own, pet. You can do it. You're on your own, and you can edit that video to within an inch of its damn life. Do it. Anyway, back to the figures. I've got sidetracked again. I've been looking at my speaker again rather than at the camera. Whoops. I'm still a newbie at this stuff, so just bear with me. Okay, so I'm a bit flabbergasted. I am looking at the figures. And that's why I had to make the point that I had a physical shop this time last year that was bringing in majority of my sales, and trust me, it was majority of my sales was from the physical shop, which was great. But the overheads were a lot higher because I had the shop rent. I needed a studio space to be able to make. I was stretching myself too thin, all that jazz. So I decided just to look at the online sales because that's what I want to see with my change in how I've been managing my business, how am I being a bit more visible on social media and building that side of it up. Has it worked? Has it had an effect? If ever I need reassurance that I'm doing the right thing, this was the thing to do. I wish I could say that I'd planned this. I was going to do this. I pre-planned it weeks ago. No, I literally just sat 5 minutes ago and thought, you know what, I'm going to pull that stuff up and see if it works. When they say that reflecting back to see how you've done the previous year compared to this year when they made changes is worth it, it really is worth it, okay? Because sales overview on my Wix store last year, January 1st to the 31st of March, total online sales was 4. I made £53.67 in 3 months online. Okay. Now I've pulled up the statistics or the analytics on my Shopify store for quarter one, January 1st to the 31st of March, 33 orders. Gone from 4 orders in 3 months last year online to 33 orders this year online in 3 months. That might not seem massive to a lot of other makers and creators, but for me, that is a huge. Like, that is a massive, massive jump for me. I wish I could give you the percentage, but I'm not good at percentages, okay? It just doesn't work for me, our brain. Gross sales of 633. From £53.67 to £633 by showing up online, showing you who I am, being honest about the realities of business, showing you my breakdowns and my triumphs, and planning my business making and releases with intention. So at the end of last year, when I was thinking about what word would I use for 2026, because my word for 2025 was growth, and at the start of the year, it really wasn't. It wasn't working, which is why I made so many changes. But now looking back, I think that word for 2025 was flipping spot on. That was my year of growth. I would say maturity, but I was already mature. I've been on my own for quite some time. Like, I've been living on my own since I was 16. I've been independent for quite some time. That came with its own level of maturity. But I think 2025 for me has definitely been, looking back, was definitely my year of growth, my development. And now, despite the hardships, I feel, excuse my language, but I feel really fucking proud. Like, my favourite word, by the way, like. Um, I'm a bit emotional thinking back that I picked a word at the beginning of 2025 that the first couple of months felt like it was never going to be the word that should be used for 2025. But now I'm sat here looking at my quarter one this year compared to my quarter one last year. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Yeah, 2025, the word growth suited you so damn well. I spent the rest of 2025, after I closed my physical shop, looking at myself, looking at my business, and thinking, I can't keep going the way I'm going. What do I need to do? What? And I'll be honest, the biggest change I made was embracing my damn self. I am quirky. I am not neurotypical. Do I have an actual diagnosis? No. I have been involved with many professionals because of my children, and each one of them has suggested that I need to get myself on the waiting list. I'm 42, people. I'm 42. I have my own coping mechanisms, and although in the past they might not have been the healthiest, they are getting healthier. I am putting in boundaries. I am being firm on what I will and will not tolerate in my life. I have made massive cuts of people from my life that made my life unhealthy. I choose my social interactions with care these days. I surround myself with people that I love and I trust. And when I meet new people, I don't jump into friendships like I used to. I am a very selective, and that now works really well for me, because not only am I protecting myself, I'm also protecting my kids. I don't want them exposed. I don't want them to see their mother treated in a way that they think is acceptable when it's not. So, yes, 2025, year of growth. Massive. I'm so proud of myself right now. I know that's probably self-inflation or whatever, but I'm basking in that for 5 minutes, okay? Yeah, so yeah, 2025, a year of growth. Fabulous, fantastic. I'm really glad that I looked back. Now, at the end of 2025, as I say, I went through that massive growth period, and I'm now really chuffed with myself. But at the end of 2025, I started thinking about what was my word for 2026. And I think it was about November time I decided that my word possibly was going to be intention, because I'd made these plans. I'd structured out what my limited pot drops were going to be for 2026. That was the most forth planning that I'd ever done from a business before. I've winged it a lot in the past. But I knew that to be able to be sustainable, to actually be something that grows into something, I needed to pre-plan. I needed to do things with intention. So my word for 2026 was intention, and fully embracing it. Rather than me thinking of new ideas, immediately doing it and getting it out, I am taking my time with things. I have plans that I've shared with some people already for candle collections that will be coming, but I'm doing it carefully. I am doing it with intention. And I have to say, the fact that it shows the work I've put in. Like I say, £633 in 3 months for some people is like, that's not much at all. For me, compared to last year, I only made £53. It's fucking incredible. Like, wow. Wow. Now, I am interested to see what month the majority of that was made, because obviously I started doing the limited release pots in February. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Custom range, please. Thank you very much. So in January, let's break it down. So we'll do January 1st to January 31st. Apply. Okay, that's surprising because January is usually my worst month for sales. It's just after Christmas. Everyone gets candles for Christmas, so no one really buys. But I actually made £184. Oh, sorry, £194 in gross sales. Like, that's, I'm chuffed. Would have been more, but obviously I've got that spinny wheel on my website. As you log in, you can get as you log onto it, you can win yourself a discount code. So some discounts come off. Oh, hang on, yeah. So £7 of that was shipping fees. So total sales was £184.95. I am quite chuffed for that for January. Like, that's massive step up, considering there was absolutely nothing like that in. I made how many sales? I made £34 in January last year. Made 184 this year. I am really chuffed with that. Now let's look at February. This is too much information for you. I do apologise. It's something that I am really interested in to see for myself. And I thought there's a lot of other small businesses. I've had some messages, like DMs from other small businesses who, for some reason, think they're smaller than me, and you're really not. I am very much a very small business. I am, what, 3 or 4 years in, but I'm still very much at the start of my journey, I think. Right, okay. So February last year, made no sales. February last year, there was no sales on my website. Okay, bear that in mind. This year, total sales £163.85. So shipping charges were £14.20. So there's more shipping charges because people were buying online and me shipping them out rather than me hand delivering. That's fine. That tells me my growth in the rest of the country is getting bigger. So my shipping fees have doubled because more people from further away have ordered. That's good. That means my reach is growing. I take that as a positive. So yeah, total sales £163.85 for February. I am. Oh, sorry, 151 was the gross sales, because obviously shipping charges on top and stuff. Yeah, so that's. I am really chuffed. Right, stop badgering you now with that February. I didn't think I did that well in February. I mean, compared to other makers, I'm going to say this again, in comparison to other people, that's nothing. It's like a drop in the ocean. But for me, that is a massive step. I had no online sales last year in February, and it was Valentine's. I did have sales in the shop, though, I will say that. But Anyway, March. Let's look at March. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Okay. So, March last year, I made £18.78 online. I floated in there. And March this year, people. Total sales of £273.65. Well, from £18.78 to £273.65. Thank you. fuck me. I need a sip of tea. Here's to you. So when someone says, is it worth showing up online? It's not going to do anything, is it? It's not going to impact on my business. Yeah, it is. It really is. Oh, you've made me very happy, people. Very, very happy. And that is just online sales. That doesn't account for the wholesale orders that I've had, which I think I've had two in March. I had two wholesale orders in March at £50 each. So that's another £100 on there for March. Which, yes, they are declared because it's all online banking that makes those payments. That gets submitted to the DD, to Platform Working Pensions, the tax man. Oh, I issue invoices. They pay the invoice. It all goes through the banking system, so it all gets recorded. It all gets put into my stuff. Oh wow. I'm a little bit speechless. Can you tell? So that is something I am very pleased that I have just done. I am really happy now to see that the big difference. I mean, it's still definitely not enough to pay me a wage, is it? No, it's not. However, it shows me that the changes that I've made to my business, the way that I have planned out my business, the showing up online, it is massively, massively making a difference. And I think that is me now going to have a little cry in the corner because I am so fucking chuffed. Whew. This is a happy one, people. This is a happy one. And that is the big thing for me is, and I think I've spoken to this, well, as a, on, I am part of another creators Patreon, and in their weekly Zoom calls, it's a co-working session. And I think we've spoken quite often about how we don't give ourselves enough grace. We don't look back to see how well we have actually done compared to previous times. We don't, because we're always feeling the pressure of here and now, of what can we do next, what can we do next, what can we do next, what can we do to improve, what can we do to make more sales. And you know what, as much as it's about the experience, if we don't have sales, there's no business growth, there's no reinvestment into new products. So we lose sight, because we're in that mindset of gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. We lose sight of the growth that we've had. And I am by no means rolling in it. Am I by no means? I've just told you my figures. I am a very small business, but the difference in my approach to my business towards the end of last year and this year definitely has made a massive impact on my reach and exposure, and it's shown you there the sales that I've had. I am so thankful. So, and that has now given me the drive. It's given me the ambition. It's fueled my fire. Because the past 2 weeks I've been flagging a little bit. I think I've had a bit of a viral infection, which has made me really tired anyway. But and I was at a fight with my doctor, which is well documented on my Instagram stories, because my doctors can be a bit of an arsehole. Well, the nurse can anyway. The GP is lovely because he actually listened and did what he needed to do, whereas the nurse was just like, oh no, I can't do that, despite the fact that the consultant had told her to do it. Anyway, that's a different story. Before I get into a rampage. So I've had a lot of things going on this past month, and I think the last 2 weeks I've kind of been flagging a little bit and like, is it worth it? Is it worth it? So I am very thankful that I just thought to myself, let's check your figures. Let's do a comparison. Share it on YouTube. See if it has made a difference, and it fucking has. It made a massive difference. Now, I have looked at the sales that I had in the shop from last year, from January till the end of March, and I've got a call coming through that can go away. Thank you very much. No calls, thank you. I'm busy. I have got a camera. I need to set it up. I need to learn how to use it so that I can film on there rather than on my phone. But I haven't got time. Okay, I will eventually one day, soon, hopefully. Anyway, I did check the sales figures for the shop compared to the online sales and stuff. And that's why I went to my old Wix website that I was using this time last year, to compare the online. I want to compare the online sales because I don't have the physical shop this year. So it would be unfair for me to, excuse me, it would be unfair for me to compare my online sales this year for this quarter compared to the physical shop that I had last year, because the physical shop is actually doing quite well. And January to end of March was £1,600. So in technical terms, I have lost £1,000 this year because I haven't been in the physical shop to sell all those. However, I had a lot more overheads, so I didn't actually see the bonus of those. I got did dirty by the person that was in the shop with me. The stress was unreal. I didn't have time to make, so I couldn't physically be in a shop. Would I like a physical shop again? Yes. Yes, I really, really, really would. But the economic climate at the moment isn't sustainable. The rents in my area, considering it's a rough area. It is downtrodden, although they are doing a lot of investment in the town centre here in Stockton, which I'm very thankful for. The council can be quite greedy, and a lot of the high street shop buildings now are being sold privately. So there's private landlords for most of them, and most of them are wanting £1,200 to £1,500 a month in rent. That's not taking into account the possible business rate you'd need on top because of the size of the property. It's for me unsustainable. Couldn't do it. The place that I was in before, yes, possibly I could go back in there, but they're not big enough for me to have a studio space as well as a shop space. And for me to have a physical shop again, I would need to combine it with the making studio. So this would be out the back and then a small shop front. That's what I need to do. I don't think that the Shambles can offer me that space at the moment. Plus, it's up in the air. The council's not quite sure what they're going to do with the building again yet. So that isn't really an option. And the spaces on the high street at the moment, or even like in the side alleys, like the rent's unsustainable for a small business. I don't know how they're currently doing it. I really don't, unless they're locked into old contracts where the council and the private landlords can't boost the rent right up. I don't know. So ideally, I want to keep my ear to the ground this year and see if there's any business spaces coming available that would work as a studio and as a physical shop. I mean, I could have people come shop here, but it would be a case of you can't just walk in off the street, you'd need to make an appointment and my studio is set up for making, it's not really set up for shopping, although that was the idea at the time, that maybe I could do like shopping days. I don't know, I have to think about that. But it is a locked centre, so you have to have fobs to get through to the work, to like my rooms and stuff. It's really, really secure. There's a lot to think about. Do I want to stock in shops? Possibly. However, it's the lack of control for me, I think, is a struggle. How our products are treated, where they're displayed. I don't know. That's something I have to look into, something I have to consider. I haven't really applied anywhere, so I don't even know if I get anywhere. But yes, this has been a major, major thing for me to do, and I'm glad that I recorded it actually. because you got my true genuine reaction. I am still a little bit buzzing. So I am really, really chuffed with myself. So thank you for sitting through this. If you have, thank you for coming along. I am gonna probably end this vlog here. It's getting quite lengthy. I was meant to do some making. I have got some making clips that I've done already, so I might put them in before this segment so that you can, yeah, enjoy that. No, do you know what? I've done my intro. I've done this piece, and this is, you can see I am not a massive YouTuber. Like, I've got 110 subscribers though. Where have you come from? Like, hello, thank you very much. Like, celebrating. Anyway, I'm going to put the making bits in now so that you can go out of this vlog with seeing how I make, the things that I enjoy doing. I may even show you some colouring of the pots. Enjoy it. I hope you really do. I might do a little voiceover so I can tell you what I'm doing while I'm making. I am looking at maybe doing some tutorials, some instructional videos on YouTube, because I keep getting those questions. I do get those questions. If you are a small business and you want to reach out to me, more than welcome to. My DMs are always open. I do try to reply as swiftly as I can. If you see that I've read a message but I haven't replied, that isn't me ignoring you. That is me thinking I haven't got time to write the detailed answer that you need from me right now. So I've put that aside while I'm doing what I'm doing, or because I'm dealing with my children, and I will get straight back to you and write the answer you need, rather than just fobbing you off with a quick answer that doesn't give you the answers that you need. I am very thoughtful that way. I don't like to just fob people off. I don't like to just write a quick response that doesn't actually cover what you've asked. So bear with me if you are waiting for an answer from me. I will, I promise, get back to you. It is never my intention to leave anyone on red and never reply. I will always get back to you. I'm just that nice. Anyway, here's some making stuff for me to you, to show you what I do and how much I flipping love it. I'll see you soon. I thought I would bring you along to make some of my beautiful, beautiful lilac roses. Now these are a special edition. They are not going to be coming to the shop as a full-time item. They are just here for the eHearts market, which is taking place on the 1st of May, and it's just for the weekend. They're beautiful, they are gorgeous, they are themed for the event itself. If you didn't know what eHearts was, it is an event that's held by Emily Harvey Art. It's part of her Patreon, and if you are a member of her Patreon, you can have a shop online at this market. Tongue-tied. The market consists of, as I say, her Patreons, small businesses, digital creators and such. And if you are a Patreon, you can apply, which we already have done. Applications are now closed. I do apologise. I don't know why I'm apologising. It's not me, it's not organised it. But they are closed, so now there's over 70 shops, I believe, taking part, but everyone in the world can go online and shop on this market, which will be taking place on the Trestle website. So I thought, for the first time, I've done about 3 or 4 of these markets. I'm thinking 3 markets I've done, but this time around I decided that I would actually have a specific item that was just for the market, which I've never actually done before, and I thought this time I would have it. I am releasing, of course, my mushroom houses. They're coming to the market because their release date is the 1st of May already, and that was already arranged before I knew the market was taking place. But I decided to bring these lilac roses, which I am making with my hydrofloor. These are my 2 tester pots with the hydrofloor, but I do think I need to go a little bit deeper with the purple. I don't think once it's cured, it looks the perfect colour now, but once it's cured, it actually lightens up. So I think I need to be brave and go a lot darker so that when it's cured, it comes out and it is lightened up. So because I didn't like the colour of these ones as they came out, I'm not going to show you them on demold. I might show a picture of them, I'm not quite sure. But please enjoy the remaining ending of the vlog, and I will see you soon with lots more making. Hi, welcome back to another little chatty segment. This is the end of the vlog. Thank you for watching. If you have got this far, I really do appreciate it. I find myself sharing to the camera probably far more than I should, but I'm comfortable with it. I enjoy it. So here I am. I hope you've enjoyed my little numbers talk at the start, and take that as evidence that you are probably doing far better than you anticipate, or you have remembered. Memories can play tricks on us people, they really, really can. So always remember to have a little look back, especially if you're in a moment where you're feeling so unsure of yourself or feeling a little bit down that maybe things aren't going the way you want them to. Look back at where you were a year or so before that time, that moment, and you will probably very much surprise yourself at where you are at. I definitely have this week. But even now, knowing I've done that the other day, still sitting here, I've had a moment where I'm feeling a bit down, feeling a bit blue, but then I've remembered those numbers. Like, it's not massive milestones that I've hit, but it is definitely by far a massive improvement compared to where I was online last year for sales. So please do give yourself grace, give yourself time, and appreciate how far you actually have come, and you've spent a year increasing your capabilities, teaching yourself new things. That's what you need to keep in mind. You'll have noticed that I am in a different location to where I filmed the start of the studio vlog. I am at home. It's Sunday and I want this vlog to go up today, so I wanted to end it here. I've just done some more painting. I did paint this room last week, but that was looking a bit patchy. There was some patches down here, so I have just quickly done all that because it was irritating when I seen it on camera. I did a side quest, people. I did a side quest. I do plenty of side quests. If you ask my husband, he thinks it's quite hilarious. He's upstairs at the moment, bathing the youngest, which is why I'm able to kind of film this segment now, because at the moment she's a bit wild, a bit of a rogue, and it's running here, there and everywhere. But she needs Duncan in the bath. She desperately needs Duncan in the bath. I don't know if you can hear that. Wow, wow, wow. That's Phoebe. That's my little love. But yes, I'm going to end the vlog here. I'm going to get this edited, I'm going to get it put up, and I hope you have a great week to come. I am going to try and record this week a little bit each day to show you a bit of a week in the life, and I'll see if I actually manage to achieve that. The kids are back at school tomorrow, so life will settle back into a bit of a better rhythm. A pause there, we're having hair washing issues. The youngest really hates a hair being washed, hates a head being touched, so it's a challenge every time I put her in the bath. But yes, I'm ending the vlog. You will have noticed I've got my different glasses on. I'm a bit flustered, sorry. It's at this point you kind of realise as a parent that there are major differences in parenting a neurotypical child to parenting a neurodiverse child. Hair washing is one of those times. My husband manages it really well though, so you would honestly think we were hurting her, but we're not. We're just washing her hair, which is why we try to do it maybe once a week, if that, just to kind of reduce. Obviously she baths more often than that, but the hair washing we try to use really high quality products so that it's well washed and then it's not having to get done like every couple of days. It's just, yeah, she's a curly hair girl as well. Right, anyway, moving on. You'll have noticed I am in quite different glasses at the moment. My other ones are fine, they're just in the case. I think one of the arms is a little bit loose, I'm going to tighten that up. And it's got the nose placements as well. It makes my nose a little bit sore yesterday, so I was sweating a lot yesterday changing door handles and stuff. Random, I don't know. So I'm just giving it a bit of a rest. These ones just sit there nicely, so I'm wearing these ones today. These are what I call my nerd glasses. My nerd glasses. They are lovely though, have you seen them? They are lovely, I love them. Anyway, this is the end of the vlog. I'm going to go because I'm just rambling random crap. I don't want that for you. I hope you have a great week. I am planning to hopefully film this week with the kid being back at school. I think I might have already said that. I don't know. I've lost track of what I said and what I haven't said. But yeah, that's me for this week. I'm going to edit all this vlog and I'm going to get it up today. That's the plan anyway. And that was Groot running past, not just the baby who makes noise all the time, it's the dog as well. Right, hope you have a good week and I will see you very soon. Please like and subscribe, share my channel, it all helps. Thank you.